Yo guys, TeamVLR George here, back again. This time around with a special deck profile for my friend Alessandro. What do we happen to be deck profiling today? I wonder.
Prank kids.
Prank kids, yo. It's been a long time coming. Let's see it.
What a joke.
What do you mean, what a joke? No, I used to think that too. No, this deck's okay. This deck's not bad.
So,
Yeah.
you gotta play 3 of all of them.
Damn.
It's the family.
The family.
It's the family.
Familia.
Familia.
So,
Yo, who's your
This
favorite?
is-
Who's your favorite?
my favorites, probably this. It lets you play through bricks.
Damn.
Wow.
He gives like an actual reason. I thought he was gonna. Oh, I like the color of this one.
Nah, this
No.
one gives me the least trouble of all the kids.
This one, just has to be the best one. It lets you play through bricks. This is nice when you're in game 3 with like 30
yeah,
seconds
you know,
left.
you know.
Time wizard.
Burn for 5, gain 1,000. These two are nice late game. This is nice to open, and then this is like if you just want to change something in your hand. So I used to play Desires, and I would most of the time banish Desires to draw something else off of this, and then special summon. So I cut Desires because it just wasn't doing anything for me.
Sure.
The Prank Kid spells and traps. So this is like an inherent 1-for-1, probably the best starter in the deck.
Pretty good card, yeah.
This has to be the worst brick. I know Daniel will tell you otherwise, but to me this is the worst brick in the deck. I played
Only two, eh?
Only 2 plays because end phase when I draw off pranks, which is every single turn, I want to draw cards that I can actually use. That's why I didn't play Impermanence. I played Baylor, played 2 Ash.
Makes sense.
And then I'll tell you what the best card in the deck is after.
Jeez.
So this is your quick play fusion. It's searchable. I know some people play 2 because it's searchable, but
You want to open
I
it
like to have
sometimes.
1 or 2 set.
Sure.
These are the hand traps I play.
Jeez.
Can't play Impermanence because, like I said, if you draw Imperm off of pranks in the end phase, you can't use it.
Just a break.
So at least Veiler, if you draw, you have a hand trap that can be used on your opponent's turn. Same thing with Ash. Everybody knows I hate Ash with a passion.
Yeah, where's the ogre?
Where's the
dude?
ogre? Where's the ogre?
OCG ogre.
Ogre is really bad right now. I think Girsu's a thing.
Okay, but in this deck, is this enough? Hand traps wise?
Personally, I don't even want to play hand traps, but
You had space, eh?
yeah, had space and just want to have some sort of interruption.
Cool.
You can't really do that with prank kids. Like you can't break board with prank kids because as soon as you negate the fusion spell, it's over. Like you just scoop next game.
Jeez.
And you always need 3 cards in hand to be able to play.
3-card combo.
The non-prank kid spells.
What are they called?
So combo deck, obviously you gotta play some sort of like stop to hand traps.
Sure.
Just 2?
Yeah, he
Caught
didn't
by
have
the Grand
space.
Vision.
He didn't have the space for 3.
Instant fusion and 1 prank kid monster is pretty much
fucking
full
nuts.
combo.
That's the craziest card in
It's
the deck.
full combo and late game. This is a soul charge.
Oh.
It'll get you into like Boros Sword. It'll do some crazy stuff for you late game, and it's a good starter and
Yeah.
good grinding card.
That's a dumb card in this deck.
3 poly, and then to go with it, 2 invocation. I know people cut this down and played more Pandemonium or invocation to 1, but this is hands down the best card to see in your opening hand. Because with this and 2 kids, you can go Dweller, Toad, Bow Wow, Regeki on your opponent's turn, Feather Duster on your opponent's turn. Like you can just do some crazy stuff with this. So this is hands down the best fusion spell in the deck. And then terraforming and fusion recycling plant. So
Recycling is
this-
nice, eh?
Yeah,
little
I actually
spicy.
really like its second effect to add back one of the materials.
Oh yeah,
So-
at the end phase, right?
Yeah, so in the end phase, if you fusion summon, you can actually add back one of those monsters and keep in hand. Like,
Good recursion.
Yeah, good recursion, and keeping cards in hand is very important in this deck. And 1-for-1. So this was reasoning, but because of like some other cards like Ash and Veiler,
Your hand trapped
it really sucked showing one of those. So I went with this. And hands down the best card in the whole deck. It's so like I can't even explain how many times I just drew Pandemonium and no kids, set the Pandemonium, Phantasmate on my opponent's turn and drew kids to be able to use the Pandemonium.
Sure.
Like it was just amazing.
It's the unbreaker of the deck, eh?
Yeah, this is just a great card. But you have to time it properly. Like some people hit, let's say in the striker matchup, Hayate. By the time they go to the to Shizuku, your Phantasmate will be gone. So just show it on the Shizuku, make it like a late turn card, and you'll be okay.
All right.
He's the daddy.
He's the dad. Yeah, he's the dad. Thanos was a bad dad,
Side
though.
or extra?
Snap, and
Let's
half
go
of them are
extra.
gone.
Let's go extra.
Three rocket. This is your instant fusion target and your soul charge target and just your starter, one of your starters. Play 3 just in case one gets caught by the grave. You can't play with just one.
So this is the cherry's target, yeah?
This or the next one I'll show you. Dodo is like your searcher, gets you the spell or trap that you need, fusion, pranks, or the trap. So this is pretty much the exact same as Dodo, except it's a quick effect it does it on your opponent's turn. And also another interesting fact is whatever prank it points to, it gains 1,000 attack. So it's good for
That's
OTKs.
beefy, actually.
Yeah, it'll get you there. And it's like these two beside one of the boss monsters in the extra deck is an OTK. So this is a monster reborn times 2. On your opponent's turn, you can summon 2 back from the graveyard, and those 2 can't be destroyed by battle.
I'm seeing a familiar pattern here. It's like they do the same thing but on a different turn.
Yeah. And then the 2 big bosses, the Link and the Fusion. So this is Regeki on your opponent's turn, and this is Harpy's Feather Duster on your opponent's turn. If this goes to grave because of your opponent, by any means necessary, you can just add any single card you want from the grave to
What the
and,
fuck?
and if this goes to the grave, just for any reason by your opponent, it just monster reborn anything you want. It's crazy. Like I've reborn Boros Sword.
Is there any way to recur them though? Like once you use them?
Yeah, so pranks in the end phase, you can always shuffle back any 3 pranked cards and draw 1. That's why also the Baylor instead of Imprim. So keeping resources in the extra deck is like
Very easy.
But it's also very important. Some people get ahead of themselves and they just try an OTK and then have no follow up for the next turn. And these cards are just, you kind of need them. This is nice with Orcus. If you can show all 3 cards in your opening hand, you can end on both of these, which is pretty good.
Scoop, bro.
And then this you need this for floodgates. Goes in all like those dumb cards that you're gonna lose to. And then whenever you want to just end the game.
You're the daddies, yo.
Bucktooth Warlord.
That is Bucktooth Warlord. Poor guy.
Side deck.
Let's see it.
So I really don't like this card, but because the deck breaks so much, you just want something to summon to kind of protect your life points.
Okay.
Alessandro doesn't like a lot of cards.
Yeah.
Ash.
Orcus.
Yeah.
You need this.
Not even Grimandre.
I really don't want to deal with back row. And Adrian.
And
I
Adrian.
really don't want to deal with Adrian, so
Winging the Dragon.
That's it, because you don't care about the normal summon, do you?
same idea with Pankratops. It's nice to just have a body on board to protect your life points. And plus it negates and destroys, so it's pretty
nice.
decent. Especially in Orcus, like getting the mermaid away, it's a pretty impactful play. And then Orcus,
For you know who? Okay.
Why not 3?
no room.
No room, bro. Come on.
It was between 3
Konami,
and then
make it 20
one.
cards.
Him and the...
Bro, he has no room. You saw his
Yeah,
extra,
no,
right?
you can't.
You can't do that. Okay, guys, that's the deck profile. Try it down below. Tell us what you think. Without further ado, TeamVLR's out. Peace.